flag is up. Ready, 2-year-olds. And they're off. Slow into stride, number 2, Mo Cowbell. Sapphire Knights wins the break. Up into second early is Sunday Spite in a wall of 5 that develops behind that lonesome leader. Now moving up second is Tortuga Island and Means Business. Risky Spirit will settle in third, wider to Red Moscato in fourth. Trapped between is Miss Tina Marie in a pretty handy spot if able to stick to the 3-path, and then well back to Sunday Spite. And Mo Cowbell has been, well, lollygagging away from the gate, and that continues out by a dozen lengths last. It's Tortuga Island dispensing with the early front runner, Sapphire Knights, who moves awkwardly and backwards around that turn. Past the 2 furlong to go mark in the opener. Tortuga Island is the one to catch. Out by 3, 3.5. They mix it up behind, featuring Risky Spirit and the outside running Red Moscato, still third. Still retreating, Sapphire Knights. There's no catching. The wandering Tortuga Island on the board at 2-1 will run away and hide in the opener and will win by 8.5 or 9. That's a big-time photo for second. Either way, Risky Spirit or Red Moscato. Entering the winner's enclosure, number 6, Tortuga Island and jockey Rainier Arrieta. Co-owned by Charles Ritter and trainer Scott Becker. 2-year-old daughter of Palace Malice. Out of the Tortoise's Shell mare, out of the Fleet Alex mare, Tortoise Shell. And they're off. A very tough start for Golub's Dream, your favorite. Came out next to last. Running away early and slowing down the pace is Bobby Tutu. Showing the way past the 7 furlong pole they go. They swing left. Bobby Tutu by 2 lengths over. Deauville Mist in second. Third away well from the outside stall is Being Creative in a handy spot. Flanked on the inside by the lighter of the 2 gray side by side, Close to Me. Back in 5th, running all alone, is Maria's Gift, handy. Your favorite is in deep water now. Past the 6 furlong pole, Golub's Dream is running back in 6th. Only has 1 beaten, and that's Late Running Weekend Pass, trailing by about 10.5 lengths. Up the speed, there isn't much. It's Bobby Tutu by a half a length over Deauville Mist. These two at the loftiest of odds. Down the backstretch run past the 5 furlong. Close to Me is close up in third. Dropping anchor a bit, Being Creative, not showing good signs and is bowing out. Past is She by Maria's Gift into the Superfecta and Means Business. Following that one, Maria's Gift is Golub's Dream back into the bridle. And still desperately back there is Weekend Pass trailing. 3 of them line up here. Around turn number 2, past the 5/16. Not much drifting out there as Deauville Mist, very tired and taking out of play. That one is with Close to Me, fanned out about 5 deep. Along the inside fence past the quarter is Bobby Tutu, still within realm, but it's Maria's Gift. How good is Maria's Gift going to be in the final 3/16 of a mile? 4 of them going to line up with Golub's Domain back there. That's Golub's Dream in 5th. It's all Maria's Gift to swamp them. Maria's Gift goes over the top at 3-1 and is going to have to fend off Close to Me, who rallies back, drifting badly. Maria's Gift, but has it by more than a length and a half. Close to Me was second. Deauville Mist caused a little bit of problems there in third. Welcome back to the winner's circle at FanDuel. Number 2 in race number 2. It goes to the 4, Maria's Gift. And jockey Victor Balin, owned by Double O Thoroughbreds LLC, trained by Eddie S. Price. Maria's Gift, a 5-year-old daughter of violence out of My Maria. And they're off and running. Really good beginning for Short Straw. Left them behind out of the gate. Hustled upon for more pace early is Harper Brianna. Gives way underneath to Rain Attack second. Third is the Gray Fancy Hills. Fourth, Rain Attack on the far outside. That's Harper Brianna starting to move forward. And now, behind Rain Attack along the rail is WW Valid, produced up into 5th. And now a joint 5th at that. Far back we have Kona Connect, about 10 lengths off the speed. Next comes I Did the Math. And back there is This Is Anfield, and absolutely nothing. Something went amiss with Collie Ray's Kitty, who's about 30 lengths last off the lead. It's a lonesome lead at that for Short Straw. On the board at 1-2, could be out of here by 5. Besting Fancy Hills in second. Moving on up on the outside is Harper Brianna third. Rain Attack is fourth. Continuing a rail run in fifth is WW Valid, but they're far behind Short Straw, who's breathing a bit of fire here, but is still out by 5 lengths. Past the final furlong grounds they go. On the lead throughout has been Short Straw. Oncoming bid for I Did the Math, but that'll be for second or third. Well behind Short Straw, the winner. Harper Brianna was second. I Did the Math was third. And entering the winner's enclosure, winner of today's third race, number 7 Short Straw and jockey Emmanuel Giles, owned and trained by Jose Rodriguez. Short Straw is a 3-year-old daughter of Neolithic, out of Paperback Princess by Notebook, bred in Florida by Shade Tree Thoroughbreds Incorporated. Winning time 1:15 and 4. And they're off, hopping at the start. Keen Response, who likes to go forward. Speaking of going forward, it's Prince of Mayhem to show them in the dust. It's One Way Home in second, third and fourth go to Chernyavsky and Troy Ounce as they hit turn number 1. Then well back in the pack. Running back in third is Son of Grace, and that dawdling beginning has Keen Response 15 lengths off the speed. That is Prince of Mayhem on the board at 7-2, out there winging by 5 or 6 lengths. Past the 6 furlong to go mark. One Way Home is tracking every stride in second. And then 3 lengths back to Troy Ounce in third. Fourth way back, some 15 lengths off the leadership. That's Chernyavsky. Behind Chernyavsky on the outside. Moving on up is Son of Grace, and still a dwindling race so far for Keen Response, who's totally spaced out 20 lengths off the front runner, who hits turn number 2 in the 3/8 pole. On the lead throughout, Prince of Mayhem has now been collared. Here comes One Way Home within a length of the early front runner. Back in third, it's Troy Ounce as they hit the top of the lane past the quarter-mile mark. The others are just so far back right now. Son of Grace is now fourth. Well back to Chernyavsky, and still way back there to Keen Response. Past the 330 they go. The new leader is One Way Home. Only one that's making up good ground is Troy Ounce from far back. One Way Home is stopping right now, but still has enough left to score. One Way Home on the board at 9-2. Wins for Martinez. Prince of Mayhem for second. Then Chernyavsky came flying late with Keen Response completing the super. Entering the Craddockville's Day at the Races trophy race. Race number 4 goes to One Way Home for Ralph Martinez and Paul E. Martin, co-owners. Ralph is the trainer. Riding Alvin Ortiz. 1:47 and 4/5 of a second got it done for a mile 70. 8-year-old gelded Son of Brilliant Speed at a CK given by Point Given, bred in Illinois by John Reinhardt. And they're off. Slow into stride was Rip It Ryan. A host want the lead, but no faster than RG Bargy Buck, who's going to lead him into the first turn. The gray tenor is well positioned in second. Found out extremely wide from the outside stalls. Memphis Prayer has to get in and save some kind of ground. So around the turn they go towards the 6.5. It's RG Bargy Buck by over a length and a half. Option is running second, then Tenor is in third. T After Ballet fourth, giving way on the outside to the oncoming Stormborn, who takes over fourth. Back in sixth on the far outside of proceedings is Future Vision. Inside of that is Rip It Ryan after a dawdling start. Next comes Oklahoma Heat, flanked on the outer by Memphis Prayer. And then still back there to Apache G, who's trailing by about 9 lengths. 9 lengths separates first to last as they go. A dawdling pedestrian 26 1/5 of a second and 51 and 1 for the opening half mile. They go towards the 3/8 mile marker. And it's RG Bargy Buck doling out every step of the way past the 3/8. Stormborn is second. Still in contention is Tenor in third. Circling up from the far outside is Future Vision fourth. Now from last, here comes Apache G, about 6 wide at the quarter pole, is gaining forward momentum and is rolling home. The ears pinned back. He wants to go and go now, but they're all in search of RG Bargy Buck. It's Stormborn continuing second. Apache G is gaining every step. A long Stormborn in deep water. RG Bargy Buck, does he have enough? Here comes Apache G. RG Bargy Buck. Apache G. RG Bargy Buck got it by a neck. Apache G, then Stormborn, and Future Vision was fourth. Into the winner's circle steps Number 4, RG Bargy Buck and jockey Juan Molina. Owned by Jason Velasquez, trained by Fernando Bahena. RG Bargy Buck is a 5-year-old gelded son of Closing Argument out of the Proud Citizen mare Latina Proud, bred in Louisiana by Forrest Lanning and Teresa Snow. And they're off. Very sluggishly away from stall 9 was Cowgirl Frankie. There goes Stacy Attack, out by a length. Big Sally gonna cross and clear, good enough for an early second. Next in third is Candy Looker, pressed on the outside by Be My Bestie fourth. Fifth all alone is Time Break as they zip right down the back end. It's Shine Down to lead the rest. On the outside of Shine Down, Commissioner Gulch rallies on the far outside, as does Moon Pie's Image, and that relegates Shine Down out the back, and continually drifting back is Cowgirl Frankie, pretty much out of the body of the race. Around the turn, it's Stacy Attack at lofty odds, being pressured around the turn by Big Sally. On the move from far back is Commissioner Gulch, backing out Be My Bestie fourth. Fifth is Candy Looker. Coming on back into it is Time Break, and going very, very wide around the only turn is Moon Pie's Image. Down the stretch, towards the final furlong grounds, how much longer does Stacy Attack hold them off? Here comes Commissioner Gulch rallying. Not today for Big Sally, who's done. It's Commissioner Gulch to win it. Commissioner Gulch runs right away. Well handled, will win by over 2. Moon Pie's Image from far back to get second away of Stacy Attack, then holding on fourth, Big Sally. Into the winner's circle steps winner of the 6th race, Commissioner Gulch and jockey Rainier Arrieta with a riding double. It's an owning double for Ritter and Becker, training double for Scott Becker. Commissioner Gulch is a 3-year-old daughter of Commissioner out of the Thunder Gulch mare, Giddy Gulch, bred in Illinois by Kenneth Hutchins. And they're off. All came out great. One Putt Richie to dictate terms. Race driver now pokes a nose up, and there goes Be Easy to go forward. Be Easy by a half a length over One Putt Richie. Inside running is Boot Daddy Justice taking over. Not letting that one get away is Race Driver. So 3 of them line up early on. They go down the backstretch run. It's Boot Daddy Justice. Be Easy drops out of it. Race Driver. They're all in a row. Here comes Megan's Honor in 4th and ready to go wider. Papa Rocket is into the bridle and moves up into 4th, now 5th. And there goes a backtracking One Putt Richie. We'll come back later on. Way back there going the wrong way as Tony's Morning Line Diamond Maximus passes that one. They go around the turn, past the quarter mile to go mark, and head to the stretch. It's Be Easy. Outside of Be Easy, Megan's Honor has taken over proceedings, and Megan's Honor rolls away. Be Easy trying inside rail, Race Driver, and here comes Papa Rocket on the scene. One Putt Richie is gaining up into 5th. Deep stretch, Race Driver too good. Papa Rocket's gonna go by. Papa Rocket, 3 for Rainier Arrieta today. Megan's Honor 2nd, Race Driver 3rd, and then Be Easy. The circle, it's Papa Rocket and jockey Rainier Arrieta with a riding 3-bagger. It's also 3 on the day for the co-owners and trainer, Charles Ritter and Scott Becker. Papa Rocket, a 4-year-old gelded son of Into Mischief out of Javanese by Medaglia de Oro, bred in Kentucky by Blue Water Sales. And they're off. Tapacita got the jump on the field but doesn't really want the lead, and taken away is that by My Sweet Analyze, and on the top side is Move It Baby. They run as 1. Down the back stretch they go in the opening 110 yards. Bali Baby takes up chase in 2nd. That's 3rd towards the inside rail. Jamaican Traffic is well off the rail towards the outside going in 4th. About to be passed is She by Miss Dutton. And then out the back will be Tapacita. They go around the turn towards the 5:50 mark. 23 seconds flat, the mark for both My Sweet Analyze and Move It Baby. It's My Sweet Analyze just a neck in front of Move It Baby. Continuing on that 3rd place, Wide Journey is Jamaican Traffic. Now out of last, here comes Tapacita, but is going about 7 from the inside rail. That left the rail open for Bally Baby with a late kick. Down the center of the course, Jamaican Traffic is a threat. It's wide open. Miss Dutton is gaining, weaving through commute traffic as well, dipping to the inside fence. Move It Baby, My Sweet Analyze, collared by Jamaican Traffic inside Miss Dutton. It's going to be tight at the wire. I think it was Jamaican Traffic. That'll be a photo between that one and Move It Baby. I believe Miss Dutton could have been third. It's a photo for the win. Welcome back to the winner's enclosure. By that much, number 6, Move It Baby, and jockey Victor Balin with a riding double. Owned by Ishmael Thoroughbreds LLC, Eduardo Rodriguez, the winning conditioner. Move It Baby, 3-year-old chestnut daughter of Cantharos. And they're off. A nosedive after the gates open for number 3, Highly Perfect, but recovered pretty well. The 2 quickest away from the outside stalls, I'm Your Captain and St. Louis Louis, 1-2 down the backstretch. The same goes for After My Brother, who's a clear-cut third, dispensing with the stumbling Highly Perfect, and on the wide part, U.S. Honor Nap takes up the running on the far outside. Curious on the inside, Fast Cross Traffic is gaining, not quite sure where to go. And Fast Cross Traffic is in deep water here. Empty Holster is going to go on the outside of that one. And the last horse down the back stretch, Highly Perfect, maybe gave it up at the start. Around the turn they go past the 550 mark. It's St. Louis Louis, out by a half a length. Cutting into that leadership is U.S. Honor Nap, and here comes After My Brother, has a bid coming up towards the inside with I'm Your Captain. This thing's wide open, and Fast Cross Traffic is gaining like gangbusters on the crown of the course. On the lead throughout St. Louis. Louis rebreaks is gone. St. Louis Louis, 4 for Arietta today. Nicely done. Will win by about 3.5. Second, Empty Holster. Third, Fast Cross Traffic. Photo fourth. The winner's enclosure, winner the 9th and last this Tuesday. Number 7, St. Louis Louis, and jockey Rainier Arietta with 4 on the day. It's 4 for the co-owners, Charles Ritter and Scott Becker. 4 for trainer Scott Becker. St. Louis Louis is a 3-year-old gelded son of Gallup out of St. Louis City by City Place. Bred in Illinois by Mr. William Sturritz. The winning time 1:13 and 2. Paid $523. $220 across the board.